Good morning and welcome Hello, how are you? It is the 10th day of January 2022. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It is 54 degrees and sunny here in Ventura, California, except I'm looking out the window and I see nothing but fog, so whatever. And we have a wind advisory. Alright, so there's going to be wind. That's sort of like stating the obvious, isn't it? Is a wind advisory even a thing? It's like, yeah, there's going to be wind. There's literally always wind. All right, it's Monday, and we actually have some gaming news. We didn't do this last week because it was the first week of the year, so nothing had happened yet. But since then, a bunch of stuff has happened. And of course, the top story is Wizards of the Coast CEO Chris Cox is, Wizards of the Coast CEO Chris Cox was now the new CEO of Hasbro. That's written really bad. So we know Brian Galdner, the previous CEO of Hasbro, passed away. There was an interim CEO, but now Chris Cox of Wizards of the Coast is now the new leading brain behind Hasbro and everything that Hasbro might or might not do coming forward. And if it's a sign of the times, Hasbro stock has dropped almost $20 since the moment it was announced that, Mr. Cox was going to be the new CEO. Make of that what you will. Trading card and sports memorabilia company Topps has been sold to its competitor Fanatics. While this is not really that important to most of us, it should be known that Topps currently owns the intellectual property rights to BattleTech and Shadowrun. Mostly, Topps has ignored it since they purchased it from WizKids in 2003. But who knows what it means, because right up to now, they've just sort of let other companies spearhead and shepherd the BattleTech and Shadowrun properties and collected their percentage. But with the Fanatics now owning Topps, that means Fanatics now owns BattleTech and Shadowrun. Whether that's good or bad, who knows? But it does mean that there's a new company spearheading BattleTech and Shadowrun. Asmodee is now joining the video game company Embracer Group. And they are in negotiations to sell the board game company, possibly to Dark Horse Games. Embrace Group has announced an acquisition deal for Dark Horse Games comics. So now it looks like Embrace Group is owners of Asmodee and Dark Horse Comics. And that the combination of the two properties will give them a large portfolio of intellectual stuff to draw on for video games, tabletop games, and comic books. And congratulations once again to Ian Livingstone, who is now Sir Ian Livingstone. The man is one of the founding fathers of Games Workshop, and he was knighted on New Year's Eve. His actual ceremony will be later on this month. He will get to bow before the Queen and get knighted, or if the Queen can't make it, whoever is second in charge and does that stuff. So congratulations. You know how many people who worked at Wizards of the Coast got knighted this year? None. Suck at Wizards of the Coast. And just in case you didn't know, the number one most anticipated tabletop role-playing game of 2022 is still Blade Runner, the role-playing game. God, this game is getting a lot of pre-purchase good, exciting press. And I don't know why. I mean, what's with the Blade Runner nostalgia? Are we just hoping that Free League will do to Cyberpunk what they've done to all the other genres they've picked up, which is amazing jobs? I mean, I wasn't expecting much for the Twilight 2000 box set, but so far I'm just like, wow! I mean, I have nothing to compare it to because I never got to play the original Twilight 2000, but yeah, wow, it's really better than I expected. And in case you were under a rock, the TSR versus Wizards of the Coast battle for silliness continues as TSR has once again, that's TSR 3.5, refiled the trademark lawsuit against Wizards of the Coast. This time they filed the lawsuit in the U.S. District of the Western District of Washington, which is the district that covers Seattle, which is where Wizards of the Coast's corporate office and Hasbro's corporate office is currently located. Well, Wizards of the Coast anyway. I don't actually know where Hasbro's located. Somewhere. This filing was made on New Year's Eve. Shame on you, TSR 3.5, filing it on New Year's Eve. So it counts as a 2021 lawsuit and not a 2022 lawsuit, because we know several laws changed on 2022. Maybe you're not as dumb as you pretend. So basically, this is still the ongoing, nobody cares anymore battle over who actually owns the word TSR and the rights to that copyright, which is, you know what? As far as I'm still concerned, the only TSR that matters is TSR in West Texas, the single largest retailer of concrete in the southern United States. Every other TSR can just suck it. It's Zine Month. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently Zine Month is a thing. This is an official month to kickstart and promote zines. Though the actual thing that they're trying to promote will not actually be starting to kickstart until August to coincide with Gen Con. But they want you to start, paying more attention to zines and small press publishing and support, the indies and, a 24-page zine for $8 that might have some stuff you could use for the game of your choice, as opposed to forking out $75 for a big book and then realizing you're never going to use it. So yeah, Zine Quest is promoting Zine Month. They're kickstarting a zine program, but that program won't actually go live to around August to coincide with Gen Con, but they want you to start thinking about zines. So really, they should call it Zine Year 2020 instead of Zine Month 2020. But whatever. Speaking of TSR, the artist known as Darlene, who designed one of the original TSR logos that TSR 3.5 is currently using, has empathically and publicly refused to endorse the company's use of the logo. Darlene's work appeared in early Dungeons & Dragons material that included the full map in the 1980s world of Greyhawk. Apparently she says that she or he, I don't know if Darlene's a man or a woman or a plant, as for why, she just, I guess, she's tried to remain neutral, aloof, and unaffected. She wanted to avoid being associated with the bombastic claims of the new TSR, but apparently she finds the current direction of TSR 3.5 to go against her whatever, or his whatever. I don't know. Darlene, are you a man, a woman, a plant, a sheep? I'm going to assume you're a woman, but I apologize if you're not. Yeah, so I guess she is not wanting to support TSR 3.5. There is a new 5e setting using the D&D 5e engine, but you might be surprised what it is. It's the Bible. Yes, the Adventurer's Guide to the Bible using 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons has been made available. The PDF is $25. The hardcover is $39. So if you ever wanted to role play in the world of the Bible during the time of the Library of Alexandria, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and of course, Bible stuff, you now can. Because, there was such a huge... Never mind. A retro clone of Teenagers Mutants Ninja Turtles and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Under Stages, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles After the Bomb, whichever one you love the most, has been retro cloned. There's a game now available called Mutants in the Now. It's a game from Julian Kay, and it is very clearly inspired by Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Other Strangers and After the Bomb. So if you were a fan of TNMT and the early Palladium stuff and want to see what's going on with a new interpretation of that world, check out Mutants in the Now from Julian Kay. Yeah, lots of weirdness going on. we have the first input of the forthcoming new Mordekainen's Manual of Mystery of Magnificent Monkeys, or whatever it's called. And we saw some of the artwork that's going to be used in the book that's coming out on the 17th. This will also include the reprint of Tasha's and the reprint of Xanathor's, as well as Mordekainen's, which I've already said don't bother buying it because it's all stuff you already have. 30 playable races, 280 monsters that you've already seen, just all with the new lack of lore. So if you already have the monster books, you don't really need to buy this. But the art has been available and has been called cringeworthy and pandering, and even 5th edition players, lots of 5th edition players, as a matter of fact, are going, why? Why, Wizards of the Coast? Why? And if you saw my interview on Friday with Underleveled, you know that he speaks for several of the 5th edition players who feel that that Wizards of the Coast is not, in fact, trying to represent them or protect them or create a environment where they can be safe. He is, as he claims, the target audience for what Wizards of the Coast is trying to do. And he is, like many 5e players, not happy with it. He'd also had a very unique take on the actions of Wizards of the Coast. Again, if you saw it, if not, we'll go over it again in another vlog, which I found refreshing and different, and I never even considered. But he made us aware of some stuff that was going on with Wizards of the Coast and DM's Guild, which I normally don't follow, that sort of made me go, wow, maybe this kid's onto something. So thanks, Chris, over at Underleveled. Check out his YouTube page. It's got a link somewhere in my stuff if you are interested in following this young gentleman and checking out his cool stuff. Humble Bumble's information time. Moving on to Humble Bumble for the month. We have the Digital Dungeon Maps and Assets bundle is on its final week. A collection of digital assets ready to use in virtual tabletops. Yay! This adds the Navy Marine Corps Relief Society. We also have the Dungeons and Monsters 3D printable tabletop bundle, which features 120 different ready-to-print files. This full collection will be available until Friday, January 14, and benefits cancer research. And over at Bundle of Holding this week, it still appears to be Champions. We've got a 5 Torches Deep and Vagabond collection for $15. That's 5 Torches Deep, the 5 Torches supplements, the Vagabonds of Dyfid, the 2 Vagabond supplements, and Drakota, City of the Sea of Glass. So this is everything that has been made for 5 Torches Deep, all available PTFs for $14. We have a Stars Without Number bundle over at Bundle of Holding. We have the Starter Collection, which features the GM screen, the 16 Stars Adventure, and the revised deluxe rules for $8, or the bonus collection, which includes everything that's been published pretty much for Stars Without Number so far. And then we have the big Champions stuff. We have the Hero 5e Mega Bundle, the Champions 5e Mega Bundle, and the Champions 5e Universe Mega Bundle. We also have an Expanse Bundle. You can get Modern Age Basics, Modern Age Companion, Threefold, Enemies and Allies, Missions Warfare, and the Modern Age Game Master's Kit for $20. And you can also get the Expanse stuff for the Age system for, I guess, another $15, it looks like. So if any of those sound like something you want to check out, we've got the Hero 5e, the Champions 5e, the Champions Universe, Stars Without Numbers, 5 Torches Deep, and the Expanse, all on Bundle of Holding. And that appears to be it for the news today. Bible tabletop role-playing game using 5e and some other stuff. Now, of course, we do need to acknowledge the passing of TV Dad, Bob Saget, at the age of 66. Bob Saget passed away last night. We don't know the reason yet. Many friends and fans of his career are, of course, mourning it. And our condolences go out to his friend and family in this time of their sadness. So our condolences to the family of Bob Saget and general stuff. So I guess our number one story is TSR has refiled their lawsuit against Wizards of the Coast and refiled it New Year's Eve so they could take advantage of the 2021 rules and laws before they all changed in 2022. And the artist Darlene is telling TSR 3.5, you can't use my art anymore. And there's a Bible tabletop role-playing game. So, yep, that's what's going on. If any of these interest you, let me know. If you want to hear me talk more about this stuff, let me know. If you never want to hear me talk about any of this ever again, let me know, because I can't fix it if you don't tell me what's broken. Till next time, I've been the OGGM, your guide to all the tabletop role-playing game news, weather, sports, and general internet's knowledge and frustration. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000 subs by August 4th. And until next time, have a great day, stay warm, and get off my land! See ya.